Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video I'm going to be doing a review on the new L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation, and it looks like this. And this is basically the new sister of the Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, which looks like this. This has been out for a little while now. This is being hyped up so much on Instagram right now. It sold out instantly when it was released on Walmart.com. I bought mine on Ulta.com, and I know that it's slowly but surely coming out in stores right now, so if you haven't seen it yet, you will see it soon. The foundation goes for around $10.99 to $12.99 depending on where you get it. I think it's $10.99 at Walmart, so that would be the cheapest alternative. The foundation claims to wear 24 hours. It's a radiant finish, hydrating, and it's for normal to dry skin. On the back it just says lasting glow foundation, never dull, never greasy. And yeah, it just says pro tip, shake well, dot onto skin in rolling motion for flawless coverage. I got mine in the color 207 Sand Beige. You're gonna see in my demo that this color is not my color. This one would actually work really well for me when I'm not tan, but right now I'm tan, so I think I need to get 208, which is the next number up. So for reference, I'm in the shade 106 Sun Beige in the Pro Matte version, and this one actually matches me really good right now. So I really need to get the 208 in this one, which is also Sun Beige. So the numbers are different, but the shades are the same name. I don't know if they're the exact same shade. I won't know until I get the new one. In the meantime, I still wore and tested out the lighter shade because I really wanted to get this review up for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the pros and cons. I'm going to insert a demo of me applying this by itself, and then I'm also going to insert a demo of me applying them together because I do want to tell you guys how much I do like combining them. So to start off with the pros, I'm going to start off with the price. I think that the price is pretty good. $10.99 at Walmart is not bad. $12.99 is kind of pushing it. L'Oreal seems to always be a little bit more pricey at the drugstore, but I think $10.99 is a reasonable price for this foundation. So another good thing about this is that it has SPF 15, and this came out at a perfect timing for the summertime, so you're going to protect your skin and you're going to be glowing. I love the glow. I love the finish that this gives. It looks really healthy on the skin. It just gives you a flawless airbrush finish. It feels really lightweight. It doesn't cake up on the face. It doesn't look heavy at all. It doesn't look like you're wearing tons of foundation. It is a medium finish, and you can build it up slightly in the areas where you need more coverage. As you can see in my demo on the right side, I do have a blemish. It did cover up the redness on that really well. It doesn't cover the entire blemish, so you definitely have to go in with a concealer, but I feel like the coverage on this alone is amazing. I do prefer applying this with a beauty blender, but as you can see in the demo, that applying it with a brush as well will give you the same results. You will still get a really nice glow. You'll still get the same amount of coverage, and it's just amazing. So I really love how quickly it sets on the face. You don't feel like you have any foundation. It doesn't feel sticky at all. So I love that about the foundation. If you have oily skin like me, don't be afraid of this foundation because it doesn't make you look greasy at all. It just gives you a really nice, healthy glow. And I think oily skin girls are really gonna love this. As for the wear time, I think the wear time on this was amazing on my skin. I didn't wear it up to 24 hours. Obviously, I don't know anyone who wears foundation for 24 hours, but I did wear it for about 12 hours one day. I had a really long work day, and I want to say it held up really well. I did get oily on my forehead, and I did blot probably once, and that was it. It was the end of the day, and I still had my blush and everything still intact, but I feel like the oils didn't break down the foundation so bad that it was noticeable or anything like that. So I really like the wear time on this. And even though this has SPF 15, I didn't see any flashback in the pictures I took with flash, so I really love that as well. So moving on to my cons, which I really don't have that many, but the first one is that as of right now there really aren't many shades available. But I've heard that L'Oreal is working on bringing out more shades, so that kind of fixes that con. But I wanted to just throw it out there in case you were going to be on the lookout for this. You might not be able to find your shade. So my second con is that I noticed that it clings on to my acne blemishes, and as I've been testing this out, I've had the same blemishes and I've noticed the same exact thing. So even with the exfoliating, it's still kind of clinging on to it. Not as much as when I don't exfoliate, but I just wanted to kind of throw it out there. It doesn't cling on to like around my nose or my chin, which is where I usually have problems when foundations cling on to like my dry patches, because those are the areas that I'm usually dry. It doesn't cling on to there, but it does cling on to my acne blemishes. So I don't know if that would kind of affect anyone. Maybe someone who has a lot of acne scarring, and maybe you want to watch out for that. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. And then for my last con, and I probably shouldn't even call this a con because this is more of just like my personal opinion, is that this is meant for normal to dry skin. I have oily skin, so no matter what, I get oily from this foundation. And even though the wear time is amazing on this, I'm just really picky about foundations. When I wear a foundation to work, I don't want to have to be blotting all day or anything like that. The blotting with this is very minimal, maybe like once or twice. But then I found that if I mix it with the Pro Matte, then I really don't even have to blot throughout the whole day. This gives me a beautiful glowy but matte finish, and I am in love with this combination. So if you have oily skin, I would highly recommend mixing them together, because each on their own, they're each amazing in different ways. But I feel like sometimes the Pro Matte can look really drying sometimes. Even when you have oily skin, sometimes you might have a day where your skin is just a little bit more dry, and this can even accentuate that. So mixing it with this is just amazing. And then if you have problems with this not lasting or making you look oily, then adding a little bit of this, it just makes it so much better. I'm in love with the combination. I'm in love with each foundation. For both of them, the pros outweigh the cons. So love these foundations. I highly recommend the Pro Glow if you can get your hands on it. Or if you're gonna wait for the new shades, I do recommend buying this. One last thing I wanted to mention is that I can definitely compare this foundation to the Armani Luminous Silk foundation, and this, you guys know, it's a really expensive foundation. This is pretty much the same exact thing. I feel like the wear time is even the same. I get a really good wear time out of this. I do get oily with this, which is why I used to mix it with the Infallible Pro Matte foundation. But now that this is available and it's so much cheaper and more easy to find, I'm going to be using this combo much more often, and I would recommend this one over the Armani just because of the price. So yeah, so that was my review on the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I can't wait to get my new shade so I don't have to look so pale anymore. Thank you guys always for watching. Like this video if you want to see more, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.